Hello and welcome to the Daily Brown Bag. Today we're going to be talking about explaining content marketing to your small business customer. I'm Chad Hill and I'm joined by Adam Stetzer.
Hey, good morning, Chad, and welcome to the Brown Bag. We've certainly been talking about content marketing with our SEO resellers for a couple of years now, Chad, as SEO has evolved. But I think today's topic is, the advice we can give to help you, a member of our white label SEO reseller program, talk to your customer and help them get up to speed. Because certainly in our community, we've been talking about it and getting to know content marketing and watching link building change and all the rules from Google over the last few years. But the customer out there, the end customer, is still probably in the dark, and it really can be difficult to explain how content marketing can help that small business customer. And more importantly, they need to feel that it's justified. They're investing time and money into something that isn't a direct advertisement for their business, which is what they're used to. And of course, they've heard about SEO. They've come to you. You often come to us. We talk about this in the SEO reseller forums. How do I help get them on board when they're just wanting rankings and maybe they understand link building, but they really haven't come all the way to understanding content marketing. So it's important to present this to them, because this really is the direction of search engine optimization, and we see it picking up speed. We don't see this going away. Let's start with some basic stats here, Chad, just on how consumers gather information today and learn about brands. And we can use this as some prescriptions for how our resellers can then talk to their customers. Consumers are turning to their own search engine capabilities before they make purchase decisions more and more. According to the Roper Public Affairs, 3 out of 4 consumers prefer to learn about a brand via articles and content than through an advertisement directly. Here's Edelman Trust Barometer indicated that 64% of consumers across the globe say that online search engines are their most trusted source of information, and that stat, Chad, goes up even higher if you're only looking at millennials, up to 72%. And this is over traditional media. This is over advertising and traditional channels. There are more and more turning in Google as well as other search engines to try to make an informed decision. So this is where you need to engage your customer and help them understand that the way people are seeking information and content marketing is how you can engage them, and it is different. Content marketing educates your consumer and your potential customers rather than advertisement. Content marketing is not a pitch. It's an educational vehicle. It provides tips, it provides information, it provides education. It's useful, and it comes in many forms. You can do videos, you can do infographics, articles, photos, webinars, white papers. There's a lot of vehicles, and I think probably you're going to get into this, Chad. And that's really the big question: is if you can start to get them to understand this, how do they really see the benefits?
Right, and content marketing for small businesses is particularly useful because usually they don't have the big budgets that a larger company does. Content marketing is a great way when you have limited resources to develop brand awareness and keep current customers and attract new ones. And again, there's just lots of questions people have all the time when they're approaching all types of different businesses. And content marketing is often a great way of getting that initial connection with someone's need, because if you're able to answer their question, they may be willing to reach out and discuss their issue or their problem more because they know you've at least thought about it and have a good solution. Now, you should definitely keep in mind that that content marketing, there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. You can't just sit down and start writing. You do need to sort of step back and understand and start with a solid foundation of research. And a lot of times that starts with understanding the buyer persona, who your target customer is. And this is hard sometimes, especially again for our SEO reseller community, because your agencies, you may not have the expertise that your client does, and so you have to find ways to sit down with them and, again, without making it too difficult, understand what types of services are most valuable to them, what types of customers are most valuable, flip the telescope around and look at the other end. Who is that person on the other end? What are they looking for? So again, you really need to understand who that audience is, what currently draws them to you, what you want them to come to you for, who the competitors are, and what draws people to them, and then what keywords are relevant. Of course, we have to mention that in addition to that customer, you also want to think about it's this 2-step process where you write this great content. You ultimately want to have it resonate with your target audience, but the search engines also have to understand it. So you need to make sure you think about the keywords that your target audience might be using when looking for you. You really ideally want to make content marketing. You want to take this kernel of this content you're investing in. You want to integrate it in all types of other marketing. So, for example, your content marketing can become blog posts. It's the foundation for social media editorial calendars. It can become part of your email marketing program. So again, you're making this investment. You don't want to just put it on your website and never touch it again. You want to find ways to leverage that and integrate it in with everything you're doing. And then of course, once this is all done, you want to track everything to make sure that you understand what's working and what's not. And I can tell you for sure, I mean, again, and every one of our SEO resellers knows this, that not every piece of content you put out is going to be a home run. You have to learn, experiment, try to figure out what people are looking for. And the reality is that you'll never be able to get 100% of your content to take off. But the goal is to be able to more reasonably step towards seeing solid results. So Adam, that's our advice today on content marketing.
Yeah, and that's excellent. And we know this conversation can be difficult. You're talking with a small business, they don't have a lot of time. If they do understand SEO at all, they probably have just a little knowledge, enough to be dangerous, and they're seeking link building as fast as possible. Of course, us in the search engine optimization space, we know in 2015 that's a very dangerous mindset, and that's where helping them understand this evolution of where SEO is today, where Google is today, and the very important role of content marketing in earning high-quality backlinks and introducing your brand and assisting consumers make good decisions is really important. So, going through the checklist that Chad just reviewed, brushing up on those skills so that you feel you can educate them is really important. As always, we'd love to help you with that. We're available every day at 4 p.m. if you want to jump in and practice. We'd love to help you. And as always, thanks for coming to see our video. We'd ask you to subscribe, and we'll see you back tomorrow.